Danmachi Battle Chronicle is getting an offline version for Japan only. Japan only? Wait, so they milked global players for months after saying that the game was going nowhere? And then Japan gets an offline version, but global doesn't? Dude, there's no way they do that, right? It's ass anyway. It is, but this right here would not require much more effort to achieve the same thing for the global players that made this game tens of millions of dollars. It's as simple as localizing the offline version into global, into English. That's it. Special treatment for Japan. Even though global made tens of millions of dollars for their game. Dude, who made Danmachi Battle Chronicle? This is a studio we should boycott. Publisher aiming, developers aiming, and Team Caravan. So these are the developers and these are the publishers of the game. These are the games you should no longer ever support. Our games, here we go. Windbreaker. This is actually upcoming, chat. I did a video on this saying, what the fuck is it? That looks weird. That is an upcoming gacha game we should definitely boycott. It's apparently a 3D anime RPG. Okay, boycott that one. These are titles currently in active development. We have Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Boycott that one. Strategy simulation. Nobody cares. 2.5D. Oh, sexy ladies. No. Stix, focus. 2.5 dimensional seduction. Angels on I'm actually, what is that? No, I didn't mean to print it. What is it? What the? Yeah, I feel like this is every one of you when y'all play gacha games, chat. What the? Okay, sure. Focus. I'm trying, dude. Okay, Danmachi Battle Chronicle. Yeah. Well, we can't really boycott that. Doesn't exist anymore. The Eminence in Shadow. Fuck that game. I hate. That was such a bad, boring game. Dragon Quest Tactics. There you go. Avoid that game. Caravan Stories. Isn't that game already dead? Whatever this is. Weird little blonde kid and a bunch of weird lollies. Yeah, boycott that too. Boycott every single one of these games. They do not deserve your money because they don't care about global. Here are some games that they have currently active. Tap Hunter Swords and Sorcery. The Idol RPG. Academy of Magic from Caravan Stories. Whatever the fuck this is. Whatever that is. Whatever. Yeah. All these games. Boycott. Ooh. No. Dude, they have way too many games. Lord of Knights, some weird anime golfing thing, Blade Chronicle, Valiant Legion. I feel like I've never heard of any of these games. Holy crap. I feel like I need to play a lot more gacha games. Diversify my my portfolio of gacha games. And then Team Caravan. Do they only do games developed? Here we go. Windbreaker, Rebel Heroes. Oh, so they, okay. So here's the thing. They did Danmachi Battle Chronicle, and now they are working on Windbreaker Rebel Heroes, chat. This is the game that they're working on now. So they are shifting their focus, their attention to this one. That's why they're shutting down Danmachi Battle Chronicle. They got tens of millions of dollars from players, from global players, Japanese players, and now they're moving on to this. This looks terrible. This is what we got for supporting them like we did. Treated like second-class citizens, effectively trash. But I guess let's read the actual article though. Maybe they say we'll get global as well. Let's find out. Glad I didn't play any of these? Yeah. Easy to avoid with those games? Yes, it is. You know, the US when it doesn't profit as much as they want it to? Exactly. I got a confirmation from the game customer service that JP of the game will run an off or get an offline version while global gets nothing. Absolutely nothing. Another case of favoritism, as if global players that spend money on the game are nothing compared to Japanese players. Exactly. This is obnoxiously bad. Wish we could find a way to pressure them to give global an offline version as well. All we can do is discuss it, right? Discuss our concerns. Say this is not okay. This sucks. This is unfair. This is not something they should be doing. Everyone should get equal treatment. Nobody gets everything, or everyone gets everything. Problem solved. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. Thank you for contacting Doncro support team. We'd like to inform you of the following information. According to the announcement, following the end of service, an offline version is planned for the iOS and Android versions of the Japanese app. It'll allow users to continue enjoying Doncro after the end of service with the exception of certain features. or to carry over your current game data to the offline version, you must complete account linking within the app. Okay. Is it possible to link global to JP? Also, will JP version have the option for English? They said released in Japanese only and will not support any other languages. Will not be possible to transfer or link overseas account data to the Japanese only version due to the system specific specifications. We're not unable to provide such support. We kindly ask for your understanding. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wow, chat. Once again, all those gacha games that are in active development from this studio, we should 100% unequivocally boycott, because this is what's gonna happen when your game no longer remains profitable for you instead of improving your game, right? You know what Snowbreak did? They improved their game. You know what Aethergazer did? They improved their game. You know what Punishing Gray Raven did? They improved their game. The games got better, more people played, more money was earned. In this instance, what dumb companies do, what idiots do, morons do, is they see a reduction in revenue and they say, oh, we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna milk players for as much money as possible first, then we're gonna shut it down. Rather than improving the game, they're like, quick, just get it all out as fast as possible. Oh yeah. These devs a prime example of that. I feel like Japanese companies do make great games, just not gachas necessarily. Favoritism breeds anger, yes. Sorcery and the Dragon Ball. Yeah, there are some great Japanese gacha games, for sure. And not all of them shut down, but the overwhelming majority do. Devs are lazy, they are. It's almost like devs listening means more profits. Exactly, yeah. There are so many gacha games out there that have actually taken into consideration the feedback of their players, and instead of treating their players like shit, go, you know what? If we actually reward our players and show our players that we care, maybe they will in turn reward us by playing our game and spending money on it. Kudo is a fine example of that with Wuthering Waves. Shift Up is a prime example of that with Nikkei. Like, there are many gacha games that have benefited from listening to their players, but then there are games and devs like this that are not. Lie and exploit consumers, buy politicians to create laws allowing you to be more unethical, 100%. Get a shitty One Piece and Naruto gacha game every month and make millions, and then EOS a week later. I know, and people continue to support them and continue to spend money. It blows my mind. Dragalia Lost was the best JP gacha ever made. So Uemusuma is a great hit. Yeah, there are, every now and then you have a Japanese dev or a Chinese dev that are just like, we know what our players want. And then they capitalize on that knowledge that they possess. And I feel like gacha games have a formula for success. They just don't follow it ever. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.